Doubleheader action tonight at the Henry J. Fury Complex. First, it's the women's game. Penn Hills travels just down the road to take on your Gateway Gators here. And what should be a good one tonight. Opening tip, and we are off and running. Welcome, folks, to GatewayGatorProductions.com. I'm Vince Russo, flying solo on the air tonight, but not without the help of an excellent crew around me. Adam Gusky, Lee Schaefer Jr. on camera, Lee Schaefer III directing our broadcast, and we're excited to bring you a doubleheader tonight. We got a night full of basketball action. Hannah Pugliese pulls the trigger on a three-point shot that won't go, and we're just 15 seconds in here. Women's teams will play here at 6 p.m., and then at 7:30 or roughly thereabouts, we'll have the men's teams. And it will be again the Penn Hills Indians and the Gateway Gators. Strong pressure here defensively in the zone from the Gators, and a couple of impressive stops. These two teams met on December 19th in an emphatic win at home for the Indians in that one, 46-17. The Gators on a bit of a losing streak here. And they come up with a big block there to avoid surrendering the first points of the game, but a foul underneath the basket will send Hannah Pugliese to the line. Pugliese, the senior catalyst for this Indian squad. A player to watch in most Pittsburgh publications coming into the season, averaged 16 points as a junior. And has helped Penn Hills to a 6-7 record. First foul of the contest on the Gators going to go against the senior Anela Jordan. First foul for either side. The first free throw good for Pugliese, so we have points on the board for the first time tonight. Pugliese 2 for 2. And we are off and running here just a minute in on GatewayGatorProductions.com. Talked about these two teams met on December 19th, the second of two matchups. Gators enter in at 2-13, 0-7 on the season, looking for their first section win. Layup a little bit strong there for Denasia James. Can't get that one to go. Now here come the Indians in transition. Too easy. Splitting the defense there. The scoop shot up and in is Egypt Coleman. One of the other upperclassmen to watch for Penn Hills. A season of streaks for the Indians, who enter this contest at 6-7, 3-3 overall in section play, as they'll get another takeaway there off the block. Indians are currently in 4th place in Section 1, looking to keep pace with Indiana at 6-0, Plum 6-1, and Woodland Hills at 4-3 as the playoff picture starts to take shape. Shot no good there, rebound secured. Now a foul underneath, getting just a little too overzealous there. It's Coleman with the first foul on the Indians. So it talks about it's been a season of streaks for Penn Hills. They opened on a 4-game losing streak, then had a 3-game winning streak, then a 3-game losing streak, and now a 3-game winning streak. So doing the quick math there, 4 down, 3 up, 3 down, 3 up. That's 6-7 on the season. The current 3-game winning streak has featured victories at home over Riverview and Kiski, along with a road triumph over Moon over off of University Boulevard this past Saturday. So Coleman and Pugliese with the buckets here early, 4-0. Indians with the ball once again. Leading here just a few minutes in on GatewayGatorProductions.com. Gators looking for that first elusive section win of the season, just 2-13 overall. They'll get the turnover there. Strong defense to start here for Gateway. Can they turn that into offense? 3-point shot hits the bottom of the cylinder. Aubrey Lovelace from distance. Nice shot there to pull the Gators within 1. Overall, a strong start for the Gators. Now the other way, trying to answer. They do. Milani Oliver finds the bottom of the bucket. Couple big buckets there from deep for each of these squads. So the 3 Indians players that have found the bottom of the bucket. As a foul there will send the Gators to the line. Kira Pitts able to draw the foul. Yeah, Pugliese and Egypt Crawford, who were first team all-section selections last year, and then Milani Oliver, who just knocked down the triple, was an honorable mention. Oliver, worth noting, had an outstanding all-around freshman year. She helped Penn Hills qualify for the PIAA 3A state track meet in the 1,600-meter relay last season. And so that speed going to be something that the Indians rely on heavily.
Number 15, Siobhan Williams.
Siobhan Williams checks in for the Gators. Williams, a 5'6" junior forward. Free throws can't go for Pitts, so the lead remains at 4 points in the early going for Penn Hills. Nice passing there, but a great job getting a hand in the lane and taking that one away is Anayla Jordan. Turnover the other end. Gonna get back to Lovelace, who's able to drive inside, absorbs the contact, can't get that one to go. But a good look nonetheless. As back the other way come the Indians. Pugliese in transition. Gonna get the foul call there, a little bit of contact as she put that one up. Aubrey Lovelace able to erase that shot, so no chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. But Pugliese will head to the line for the second time tonight, where she is 2 of 2. So a quick timeout called by Penn Hills gives us a chance to reset and talk again a little bit about this matchup and where these teams are at. Talked about these two teams meeting in December, with Penn Hills coming away with an emphatic, lopsided win. Take a look at how things stand in Section 1 and 5A overall, roughly halfway through the season. Gateway looking up at everyone, but a chance to pull the upset. Penn Hills on the other end, they've got the Gators tonight and then Franklin Regional on Friday. A chance to move to 5-3, a chance to get over 500 on the season and keep pace to get into the postseason. Penn Hills were the 14 seed in the 5A bracket last year. Were quickly discarded by McKeesport, who's got a solid team again this year on the women's side. Gators, been a few years since they've qualified for the postseason. Trying to build culture and build footing in a program that has historically had some success, but a couple tough years. This year, no exception. Lost a couple talented seniors to graduation and some big shoes to fill. Pugliese missed the first after the timeout. The Indians effectively iced their own senior there. But Pugliese knocks down the second. 3 points for the senior who's headed to Slippery Rock next year. And the lead now, the largest it's been for the Indians at 5 points in the early going. Turnover, that one's poked away. And now Lovelace has it, and the Gators in transition. Nice pass from Lovelace, and a nice finish at the rim.
Anayla Jordan.
That's going to be Anayla Jordan. And the Gators pull back within a possession. Nice takeaway by Lovelace. That ball was tipped. Lovelace comes up with it, full court pass to Jordan. Nice hesitation underneath and is able to finish. The other way. Nice spin move and a hook there by Pugliese. Now Pugliese leads all scorers with 5. Strong opening frame for the senior leader for Penn Hills. Now a deep shot there. That one hits the rim, no good. Pugliese going to pick it up in the corner. Going to try and take it herself. Nope. Pass at the last minute. That one off the rim. Good vision there by Pugliese to find Kara Crawford under the rim. The layup no good. Gators catch a break. They'll come back the other way down 5. Three-point shot. That one hits the back of the iron. A couple Gators collide going for the offensive board. And Crawford clears it for Penn Hills. And a travel there. Feet moved before the ball did. Good call. Alani Oliver had visions of getting to the rim before she fully caught that pass. So another turnover gives the ball to the Gators with about 2.5 minutes left here in the opening quarter. Gators down just 5. Been a strong defensive quarter for the Gators. Can they turn that into some more opportunities here on the offensive end? So far their scoring is a Lovelace 3. And then Jordan with a layup underneath and a big three-point shot there.
Jones.
Maya Jones, second three-pointer of the quarter for the Gators, who pull back within 2. Very nearly a turnover now. Floater underneath, that one off the mark. Offensive board. Turning around, a nice block by Lovelace. And that one last touched by the Indians. A good job there by Maya Jones. Was falling out of bounds and sort of that gamesmanship bounced the ball off of the Penn Hills player to ensure that possession stayed with the Gators. Now they've got a chance to tie or take their first lead with a little over 90 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Zone defense for a moment there, a wide open player underneath. Asia James thought about pulling the trigger. Now it's Lovelace, just a bit too strong on the three-point shot. Had a good look. Well, the Gators will have to transition back to defense and hope to get a stop with a chance to tie or take the lead before the end of the quarter. Good opening quarter of play here between these two local rivals, just a few miles separating the campuses. Another nice spin there. The hook shot no good, and then blocked again by Lovelace, who's had a strong defensive quarter on top of the three-point shot. Then a foul underneath. We'll see if Lovelace was the guilty party on this one. Looks like it's going to be Kira Pitts. That'll be the second foul on Pitts.
2 shots.
As a couple Gators get set to check in for their first minutes. First free throw too strong, no good.
Cash. Shooting 2. Number 10, Layla Rocco.
Gia Desiree
is in
Cash,
for the Gators.
number 0.
Along with
Substitutions
Williams.
for the Gators include number 10, Layla Rocco, who's in. Cash able to knock down the second free throw. That makes it a three-point game here with under a minute to play. Siobhan Williams also back in for the Gators. Bit of confusion there led to an errant pass attempt by Kira Pitts, who showed a little bit of confusion on the offensive side of the ball. So that'll turn it back over to the Indians, who likely will try and hold for the last shot here in the first quarter, up 3. Good pressure here by the Gators. Tough sledding defensively. Pugliese, good vision, able to find the open player under the hoop. Offensive board, and the layup up and good by Oliver, who now has 5 points. That equals the lead for Penn Hills. Dying seconds of the first quarter. Gators looking for an open look. They get it from Lovelace, and that one just off the mark. Out of the end of an entertaining first quarter. Gators get within 2, but can't pull ahead at any point. A couple points at the end makes it a 5-point advantage for the Indians. I'll step aside, allow the Gateway cheer squad to take us into the second quarter. Gators cheer squad bringing the energy. We'll try and match that up here as we've got ourselves an exciting evening of basketball here at the Henry J. Fury Complex at Gateway High School. Girls game now, guys, at approximately 7:30, depending on when we wrap this one up. As we start quarter number 2, Gators with the possession arrow. They'll get the basketball. Fouls will reset. And now it's a 3-on-1 turnover. Pass at the last moment. Waiting just a bit too long there was Crawford. Had Pugliese, and now an errant pass. Bounces off of Kiera Pitts. Finally get into the hands of the point guard, Anela Jordan, who will set the half-court offense for the Gators, who had 8 points in the first. Off a couple threes from Aubrey Lovelace and Maya Jones, along with a layup by Anela Jordan. On the other end, it's 5 points apiece for Hannah Pugliese and Milani Oliver. 2 points for Egypt Coleman, and a free throw good from
Fouls on
Gia
one.
Cash.
The Indians. Oliver.
First foul of the quarter is the first personal foul on Oliver.
Number 13, James. Back in for
Lovelace will take a seat. Denasia James set to inbound the ball for the Gators. She throws it away. 3-on-3 the other way. Oliver showing that speed, but unable to finish at the rim. And now transition opportunity for the Gators the other way. And again, it's thrown away. Good pass from Anela Jordan to Maya Jones. Jones ran out of real estate, was looking for help. Her teammates really came to bail her out, so she tried to get that one out to Denasia James. That one ended up in the Indians bench, so it'll be Indians ball. 1 minute in here, quarter number 2. Over and back against the Indians. Penn Hills faithful trying to argue that pass was tipped. Pugliese, the last to touch it, then went back behind half court to corral it. That is a turnover. The Gators will try and make hay. Runner here no good along the baseline. Coleman able to clear the boards. And now here comes Pugliese and company. Good pass, open look from the corner. Oliver just a bit too strong there. Last touch by Penn Hills. So the Gators bending but not breaking defensively. And now, same old story. Can they find the offense at the other end? They're able to break the full court pressure. And an offensive foul committed will turn the ball back over to the Indians. A bit of a push off there.
Fouls on 15 of the Gators. Williams.
That's Siobhan Williams, the guilty culprit. Gators, the lowest scoring team in 5A, averaging just 27 points a game. They have not scored more than 30 over their past 5 and haven't eclipsed 40 since their double overtime victory over Deer Lakes December 11th. So working on 6 weeks since they've averaged 10 points a quarter. They're nearly a carry, and the ball taken away. Nearly a travel, but good job by Jones maintaining footing to get it to Jordan. Anela Jordan directing the offense. And this one turned over. Bucket underneath, no good, too strong. Pugliese gets it back. That one no good. And the third time is the charm.
Gilliam.
As Ivana Gilliam scoring her first points. Those are the first points of the second quarter. We went about 2.5 minutes without either team putting any points on the board there. A nice roll to the basket by Siobhan Williams, but had to keep going with that one. Williams,
Back for the Gators.
she keeps moving towards the bucket. That's an easy layup opportunity. Instead, that pass sails beyond her, and it's another turnover. Now here come the Indians. Pugliese gonna draw the foul. She'll head back to the line for the third time tonight. 3 of 4 thus far is Pugliese for the charity strike.
Foul is on 13 to the Gators. Denasia James. 2 shots.
Denasia James picking up her first foul for the Gators, second team foul of the quarter. As Pugliese connects on the first. 6 points now for Pugliese. After a strong opening quarter. Second one good. 5 of Pugliese's 7 points coming at the free throw line. Gators in the half court. They've got all 5 players on one side of the floor. No spacing.
Timeout. Gators.
Gators catch on to this pretty quickly and
Ladies
we'll have
and
to
gentlemen,
call a
don't forget to
timeout.
check out the refreshment
Curtis Williams,
bin.
the head coach
They have main dishes, snacks,
for
drinks.
the Gateway
and
Gators. On the other
other
side,
items.
Robert Cash.
Thank you
There
for
was a write-up the other
supporting
day
Gator
on
basketball.
Cash and his counterport Chris Giles on the men's side. Both coaches for the Indians recently eclipsing the 100 win mark. And Cash came on board as an assistant to John Tate at Penn Hills. They're coming off a 3-19 season. So following a successful 4-year run under Tate, Cash took over the Indians program during 2016-2017. During that first season under Cash, Penn Hills went 23-4. Reached a PIAA Class 6A quarterfinals before losing to eventual state runner-up North Allegheny. And in 7 of Cash's 8 seasons, the Indians have finished with double-digit wins, including last season going 10-12 and making it to the first round of the 5A playoffs. He's also proud of how the players in the program have responded academically. The girls basketball program at Penn Hills expecting middle and high school players to maintain a 3.0 grade point average, and both the middle school and varsity programs are hitting that mark this season. So far, Indians hitting the mark on the floor as well. They have scored 4 unanswered points to start the second quarter. 7 unanswered points overall after the Gators pulled within 2 to make it 8-10. And now another turnover is going to lead to an easy look for Pugliese. He's able to lay that one up and in. And now Pugliese with 4 points in this quarter alone, up to 9, on the verge of getting into double figures. Now Pugliese able to help generate another turnover, a foul underneath. Will send Pugliese back to the line. Boy, does she look like a difference maker out there. We have an injured player down on the floor.
Foul is on 24 the Gators, Aubrey Lovelace.
As the foul was called on Lovelace, certainly we hope that Crawford able to get up under her own volition. She took a hard hit around when that foul occurred. Looks like a bloody nose, hopefully not broken. So we'll need to get the court cleaned up before we resume play here with about 4.5 left in the second quarter. Indians' lead has stretched into double figures now. Robert Cash directing his squad on the sidelines there. Curtis Williams for the Gators. Athletic Director Don Hall going to take the time to sanitize the floor since there was a little blood on the floor, so that will lead to a slightly extended delay here. When we resume, it will be Pugliese heading back to the line, who now at this point has outscored the Gators herself 9-8 as this lead is ballooned to 11. Let's take a look while we have a minute at the Gators road here, where they're heading next. see here in 2024. So far, 0 for on the calendar year, looking to try and build some momentum here as they continue on in section play. They'll remain in section play until towards that February 10th mark. You see contests against Penn Trafford, Armstrong. Going to be Kiski up north this Friday for the Gators. So we take a look as well at some of the upcoming broadcasts for GatewayGatorProductions.com. Wrestling coming up next Wednesday, Shaler. Boys basketball, Franklin Regional, that should be a real good matchup. That was a 10-point game just the other day for the Gators, who on the men's side just had their double-digit winning streak snapped. We'll see them in action here against Penn Hills around 7:30. And girls basketball, that aforementioned out-of-section matchup on the 12th against Armstrong. So a lot to look forward to on GatewayGatorProductions.com. Make sure to check us out there. You can check out archived broadcasts and stay up to date on what lies ahead. As you see there, we're just waiting on the court to get cleaned up here before we resume with 4.5. Kara Coleman took a shot, had a bloody nose, and is being tended to on the sidelines. We certainly hope that she feels well, and if not able to return to the contest tonight, hopefully not missing any extended action for a Penn Hills team, where we'll take a look at their schedule. That's a team in the thick of the playoff race. In the midst of a 3-game winning streak, they had to postpone a matchup against Indiana. A lot of teams postponing games last weekend as inclement weather. I don't have to tell any of you all about that. I'm sure you experienced it. Hopefully everyone stayed safe out there. But still a lot of action left for Penn Hills coming down the stretch. 3-3. Talked about they've got this contest. And then Franklin Regional on Friday, a chance to make hay against 2 teams behind them in the standings. Anna Pugliese now in the double figures. 5 points in each quarter. Chance to make it 6 here in the second. But the second free throw. She is money. Now 7 of 8 from the line. Getting there early and often. Looking to attack the basket. The Gators have fouled her just about every time, giving her a chance to build that confidence. Now Lovelace stepping on the sidelines will turn it back over to the Indians. Defense here by the Gators, not giving anything easy. Now drive inside is Oliver. High arcing shot off the mark. That one stripped away. They're going to call that a held ball. Possession arrow in favor of Penn Hills, so the ball will stay with the Indians here with 3:44 left to play in the half. When halftime does come, we'll step aside for just under 10 minutes. Don't go too far. We will have the second half of action here ahead of the second of our 2 games as Oliver travels once again. The Gators have been held without a point through the first half of this second quarter. Take another look. Oliver just getting the feet moving before securing that ball. Oliver, a ton of speed. Unable to contain it there. Pass inside, and now players tie up. It's another held ball. But James had to kind of play defense or get back into that one. That pass a little off the mark, but James, good effort to tie that one up. Possession arrow with the Gators after the last held ball just a moment ago.
Number 30, Naira Reed.
Keep possession here with 3.5 left. Good pass in. Good pass to the corner. Jordan open look. That one lips out. That was one of the better looks the Gators have gotten here in this second quarter. But the lid stays on the bucket. They continue to look for their first points here in the second
Fouls
quarter.
on 5 of the Gators. Pitts.
It's been an 11-0 run stretching from the end of that first quarter into the second now for Penn Hills, and they've really blown this one open. This was just a 2-point game toward the end of the first quarter. Pugliese able to get an open look. Jumper just short around the free throw line.
The foul was on 10, Rocco.
Looked like there was some confusion whether it be a held ball call or foul. But the ultimate call is foul. That one going to be against Layla Rocco, her first. That'll be the 5th team foul against the Gators, which puts Penn Hills into the bonus. And will send Hannah Pugliese back to the line. She is 7 of 8 here in the early going. A little short on that first one. Second one also no good. So after the hot start, Pugliese misses a few there and then a foul at the other end. A long ways away from the basket. Asia James hacked after coming up with the rebound.
Foul number 0, Cash.
That'll be on via Cash for the Indians. So James doing a good job attacking the boards, able to draw the foul there. It's the second team foul on Penn Hills. Now James at the corner, able to draw another foul. A couple quick fouls there, and both of them coming on Cash. So that'll be the third foul on Gia Cash. 5'7" freshman forward. Cash will stay in. 3-point shot now misses everything there. Rocco kept it in, but the Indians get to it. Now it's Pugliese and company coming the other way. And a travel on Pugliese.
Number 10, Egypt Coleman. Back for the Indians.
Just over 2 minutes to halftime. Gators still trailing by 13. James has her pocket picked in the other way. An easy scoop in score for Egypt Coleman, who hadn't scored since the very early going for Penn Hills. Now has 4. Layla Rocco with it, tries to thread the needle, pass off the mark. It's another turnover. That ball gets poked loose, and it'll stay with Penn Hills.
Number 11, Haley Allen. And Lovelace. And Williams all in for the Gators.
Last time out, Gators coming off a
Timeout.
loss on the road to
Gators.
Plum this past Thursday. So they've had a little bit of a break in the action. In the midst of a 6-game losing streak are the Gators. Looking for their first section win on the season, sitting at 0-7 on the other end. 3-3 for Penn Hills, riding a 3-game winning streak as we talked about. About Hannah Pugliese, a Slippery Rock commit, who is named a player to watch this season, averaged 16 points as a junior for Penn Hills. Her and Egypt Coleman were all first-team selections in Section 1 and 5A last year. Milani Oliver, honorable mention. Back in action Just under 2 minutes to play before the halftime break. Indians with the ball, looking to expand on this early lead over the Gators. Trying to sweep the season series with the Gators. As a pull-up three-point shot. Rims in and out, then the putback just a bit too strong. Ball still loose. Couple Gators fight for it. And getting just a little overzealous there was Egypt Coleman. Aubrey Lovelace came down with the rebound and then it was contact after. Second foul on Coleman. Fourth team foul means that if the Gators are able to draw another foul, it'll be free throws the rest of the way. Another bad pass, Coleman. Easy pass to the bucket. Coleman now with 4 points in the second quarter, 6 overall. And the lead is 17. Gators in danger of being shut out in the second quarter. Try and find some momentum to take into the halftime break. Three-point shot off the mark. Gators able to save it. Now Pugliese going to try and push it in transition again. Floater no good. Now it's an Ayla Jordan the other way. Wisely hold and allow reinforcements to come. Drive inside, pass no good. Pugliese, a good job with hands in the passing lane, gets it up to Coleman. And Coleman, another easy look. Now 6 points in the second quarter alone. And the lead is 19. A 17-0 run for Penn Hills in this game. Pass inside, time runs out. That will be how we end half number one. Well, after a close first quarter, it was all Penn Hills in that second quarter. 14-0 advantage in quarter number two. They'll step aside. The Gators have their work cut out for them as we head to the halftime break. The Indians up 27-8 here at the Henry J. Fury Sports Complex here on GatewayGatorProductions.com.
We have a special guest to announce some of the items that are out to refreshments tonight.
We have pizza, walkie tacos, hot dogs, chips, candy, drinks. Come get some.
for half number 2 here. First game of 2 in our doubleheader tonight. Henry J. Fury Sports Complex at Gateway High School. 27-8 our score after 16 minutes of play. Is it for the Penn Hills Indians? It is that two-headed monster, Hannah Pugliese, 11 points. Egypt Coleman with 8. Cara Crawford left the contest with a bloody nose for the Indians, so she has returned to the team huddle. You see there, number 20. So good signs there, good news there. Hopefully nothing too serious. As Coleman gonna return to action, it looks like. Got a bandage on the nose. Right there. Toughing it out here in a section matchup. A lot on the line for the Indians, who are trying to move to 4 and 3. The Gators on the other side. 3-point shots by Maya Jones and Aubrey Lovelace, and a bucket inside by Anela Jordan. That's the scoring for the Gators as we resume play. 19-point advantage for the Indians, who start with the ball in their road black uniforms with the red numerals and gold trim. Other side, the Gators got the home white uniforms with gold numerals and black trim. Offensive board and a turnover. Indians did a great job on the offensive boards, but turnovers were a bit of an issue. Now Lovelace. They forgot about her out on the wing, and she's able to drive in and draw the foul from Coleman, and so the Gators will get a chance at the free throw line with the clock stopped. Just 35 seconds in here to half number 2. Gators at one point in this contest scored a 3-point bucket to make it a 10-8 game. Lovelace able to bank home that first free throw. Since then, a 17-point run for the Indians. It was just snapped by that free throw, including a 14-0 advantage in the second quarter. Lovelace misses the mark there on free throw number 2. Now leads all Gators in scoring with 4 points, as the Gators strike first here in the second half. 3-point shot hits the front of the iron, and it's a quick shot and done. Good job by Anela Jordan clearing the boards. Now the Gators come back the other way, trying to build momentum. Denasia James spins. Can't get that one to go, but we'll head to the free throw line. The Gators able to draw a couple quick fouls. Sets them up in position if they can stay aggressive. Try and get to the bonus. Sure, the Gators get points back on the board with the clock stopped, is just what the doctor ordered. James money on the first. Second foul on Crawford, picking up both of them here at the beginning of this half. And James 2 for 2. First points on the evening for James. Gators with a 3-0 run to start the second half here. Crowd comes to life a little bit as Gators a little momentum here starting the third frame, and then that one, a kicked ball. Stay with the Indians, but continued good defensive pressure. Gators played incredibly well defensively in the first quarter. Allowed them to hang around. Still didn't play all too bad in the second, just weren't able to get anything going offensively. We'll get an open look from 3 here will the Indians, and that one finds the bottom of the bucket. As that's Coleman with the triple. Now Coleman into double figures for the Indians. Builds that lead back to 19. Lovelace with step back. Misses the mark there, and then going to the floor. A travel on the Indians. That's a good call. It was initially swallowed up by Shy Short. And Short then sort of skirted along the floor there, so they're going to call that. Inbound, nice look underneath, and Jordan able to rattle that one home. And Gators offense coming to life a little bit here. 5 points here in the first 90 seconds. Pass inside to Pugliese. Too strong, though, for the senior. Now the Indians get it back down to one knee, and a quick timeout there.
Timeout. Penn Hills.
As not a fan of what they were seeing was Robert Cash, who's going to bring play to a halt here just 2 minutes in. I want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight on Gateway Gator Productions.com. Vince Russo here, solo on the air, surrounded by a great crew tonight as we bring you a doubleheader of Gators basketball action. Men's teams will do battle here at the conclusion of this one. They'll have a little bit of a runway to get themselves warmed up, so we'll have a little bit more of an accurate thought on when that game will start as we get closer to wrapping this one up. As it stands right now, 17-point game. The Gators with a bit of an offensive outburst here at the start of quarter number 2. Some of the guys' team there hanging out behind the girls' team bench. There'll be a contest later tonight out of section. These are two section foes on the women's side, but on the men's side, it is a non-section matchup. Penn Hills will enter that contest 8-5, 2-3 in their section play. On the other side, the Gators had a long winning streak, snapped 10 games at the hands of the Latrobe area Wildcats here at the Swamp, as it's called. The Gators still one of the top teams in the region in the state at 11-2 and 4-1. They'll be looking to get back on the winning track against the Indians. Gators able to get a stop. Coming back the other way with that one. Going to be turned over as it bounces off the foot of Maya Jones. Jones, the early three-point shot has gone cold since. Offensive board, Crawford able to just sort of will that one up with the right hand. First points for Crawford in this one, who, as we talked about, and as you can see there, has the bandaged up nose after an injury early. Ball tipped away, will stay with the Gators.
Rocco in for the Gators.
Layla Rocco will check in. Maya Jones will take a seat.
Timeout, Gateway.
And now a timeout for the Gators. With 5:06 left in the third quarter. Two players in double figures for the Indians, Coleman and Pugliese. Melania Oliver had 5 points in the first quarter. A pair of 2-point scores in Ivana Gilliam, Kara Crawford. Gia Cash with a bucket as well. Some lucky winners. Cheer squad handing out some swag. A fun little break there in the action for our timeout. Now we're back to it. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Pressure here. Gators trying to get out of it, get an open look. Drive inside. One off the mark, but Tanasia James with a nice board. Eventually, Anna Pugliese pokes that loose. We'll get up to Oliver. Oliver has that one turned away, but a bit of contact there before that block, so that will send Oliver to the line. That'll be a foul on Lovelace.
The Gators, Aubrey Lovelace. 2 shots.
Just the second foul on Lovelace, just the first team foul on the Gators here in the third quarter. down the first for her first points since the first quarter. Second one no good, but a nice rebound there. And they'll go back to work. Oliver with the ball in her hands once again, directing the half-court offense. Robert Cash giving the commands. Good ball movement here by the Indians, taking their time, looking for a good look. Pugliese going to pull the trigger from three. First deep ball shot we've seen from Pugliese. That one comes up a bit short. And another one that hits the iron and no good. Third opportunity, no good. And the Gators finally able to clear the boards. They'll get it to Lovelace. Lovelace tries to pass it for the give and go, but a miscommunication there. Denasia James getting on the high horse. Great hustle to stop the ball. Her and Layla Rocco. Then a foul. I believe that might be on Lovelace. That would be Lovelace's third. See what the official calls. And it is.
Lovelace, 2 shots. Coleman.
So that will send Egypt Coleman to the line. Coleman rattles the first one around and home for a 2-point bucket. Gators going to go to the bench now, allow some of the younger players to get some minutes in this one. Kaylee Allen into the contest.
Along with Williams.
Siobhan Williams back in for the Gators. The timeout called.
Timeout. Gators.
As the lead now at game high 21 for Penn Hills. As they stare down what more than likely will be a 4-3 record in section play. That'll move their record on the season to an even 7-7, and then they'll have a date Friday. As we talked about Franklin Regional. The Indians beat the Panthers on December 21st, 45-29. So a chance to sweep that series as well. And on the other end, the Gators head to the road this Friday where they will face off against the Kiski area Cavaliers, who defeated the Gators January 3rd by a score of 49-31. So the Gators will look for a revenge there. And unless they're able to mount a comeback today, we'll be still looking for that elusive first victory in section
Reed
play.
back in for the Gators. Coleman at the line.
Now the second of 2 free throws for Coleman, who made the first, gets the second. Now 5 points in the third for Coleman. Points overall for Coleman. Now turned over. Chance to move that to 15. Yes, she does.
Coleman.
7 points in the third quarter alone. Gators have just 5 as a team. Layla Rocco, the nice find, able to get it over to Kaylee Allen, who's checked into the game. Now Allen travels. Allen, a freshman 5'5" guard, in for the Gators. Chance to gain some experience here in the third quarter. A couple opportunities for a travel call there against the Indians as Pugliese, like she might have walked, but then underneath, travel is eventually called on shot short. I'll give the ball back to the Gators. Have that one taken away. Now it's up to Pugliese in open space. And Pugliese can't get the layup to fall. Now here come the Gators. They'll give it right back. Coleman. Also no good. Pugliese can't get it to go, but it's fouled underneath. The Indians have a hard time finding the bottom of the bucket there.
15 of the Gators, Williams. 2 shots, Pugliese.
Pugliese, who's 7 of 10 for the free throw line tonight, will get a chance to build on what's been a stellar evening overall. 11 points for the senior. That first one rattles home. First third quarter, first second half points for Pugliese. And Pugliese able to get them both to go. So now Coleman with 15, Pugliese with 13. Lonnie Oliver with 6. Those are your leading scorers for Penn Hills. For the Gators, it's a pair in Anela Jordan and Aubrey Lovelace with 4 points. Maya Jones with 3. And Janasia James with a pair coming from the free throw line. But it's James right on cue. Able to find the bottom of the cylinder. Now 4 points, all coming in this third quarter. As the Gators up to 15. Coleman picks up her dribble. That's going to be a travel. So that'll turn it back over to the Gators here with under 2 to play. Pass unable to be caught there by Kaylee Allen. At least with a nice move inside. Able to finish with the left hand. Pugliese matches Coleman with 15. They've got 30 of the 39 points for Penn Hills. Rocco with a quick pass. We get an open look with the Gators. That one falls just short, but a good look there. Rocco with good vision to get that to Javon Williams. Now at the other end. Quick layup for Coleman. Just as Pugliese knotted things up with Coleman, Coleman continues a torrid pace here in this third quarter. 9 points. Ball out of bounds off of the Gators. Kaylee Allen will have to touch it. Under a minute to play here in quarter number 3. Pugliese able to get past Rocco. Stops, pops, and hits. Nice shot there. Pugliese now with 6 points. In the third quarter, that moves her up to 17. Gators able to get it inside. Good pass out to James, able to create a good look there. Can't get that one to go though. Janasia James, good job though, creating her own shot. 17 seconds left. Melanie Oliver able to drive inside, just loses the handle. The lead at 30, the clock will continue to run now. Gators got to go quick, just 3 seconds left. Rocco going to pull the trigger from deep. And that one a bit too strong. That will end the third quarter. 45-15, our score. Gators put up 7 in that third quarter. On the other end, though, 18 points for Penn Hills in their most productive offensive quarter. A big part of that was 9 points from Egypt Coleman and another 6 from Hannah Pugliese, 2 from Kara Crawford, a free throw from Melanie Oliver. But on the other end, 7 points for the Gators. Janasia James with 4, Anela Jordan with 2, Aubrey Lovelace knocking down a free throw. So that's where we stand after 3 quarters of play. 8 minutes left to go in this one. With it being a 30-point difference, we will have a modified timekeeping schedule here in this fourth quarter. The clock will continue to run other than injuries and timeouts. We're at 7-11 now. Once this one ends, be about 10-15 minutes for the men's teams to take the floor and warm up, and we'll have that one for you here as well on GatewayGatorProductions.com. It gives everyone involved a chance to use the restroom, grab a snack, do what you need to do. We'll certainly utilize that quick break, but then we'll be excited to turn around and bring some more hoops action to you here at Gateway High School. Tough sledding for the Gators here in the first half of this doubleheader. It's going to be an over and back. Curtis Williams trying to guide this program to its first section win of the season. Trying to develop young players, a young team overall, not a ton of upperclassmen. Other end, Robert Cash trying to take the Indians from a fringe playoff, first round exit kind of team to one that can actually do some damage. And they've got a couple nice pieces there with Coleman and Pugliese. Can they find enough secondary scoring? Can they put together enough consistency? We talked about a streaky team this season. Started with a 4-game losing streak, 3-game winning streak, 3-game losing streak, now a 3-game winning streak, which looks like it'll stretch to 4 for the Indians, bring them to 500 on the season. But on the other end, they put losses in the rear view and not allow them to pile up. Coleman misses the first of 2 free throws. The foul is on Denasia James. Just the second on James. That one rolls the full way around and out. Held ball underneath. I just got word for our audience here for your all's logistics between game 1 and game 2 is that second chance layup up and good for Egypt. Coleman opens up the scoring here in the fourth quarter. The boys and girls games are separate broadcasts, so we will fade to black and then we'll have a different link for the second game. So keep your eyes peeled to GatewayGatorProductions.com and follow Gateway Gator Productions on Facebook. It's your best way to know exactly what's going on. Has another 2 points for Coleman. That ball bounced around and able to clean that one up is Coleman. So there you have it, folks. That's your instructions between game 1 and game 2. Shout out to Adam Gusky, who leads our crew, helping facilitate that. There's a 2-point bucket there for Siobhan Williams, who finds the bottom of the bucket for the first time for the Gators. Those are the Gators' first points here in the fourth quarter. Hannah Pugliese, not to be outdone, able to drill the 3-point shot at the other end. That'll be an even 20 for Pugliese, who pokes back in front of Coleman, who is 19, and the foul underneath on Pugliese will send Maya Jones to the line.
Foul is on 5. Pugliese.
That's just the first foul on Pugliese, who in addition to a great offensive outpouring as per usual, has played a clean defensive game, hands in the passing lane, strong performance overall. As Jones able to get that one to go. First points for Jones since the triple early in the first quarter. So 4 points for Jones. Try and tack on one more here.
Number 13, Marie Sokolov is in for the Indians.
That one just off the mark. Good look there from Jones. They'll get it back to Pugliese. And the Indians in no rush. Get this into the half court. Good baseline look there. Shot just a bit too strong. One tipped away after a decent look from Ivana Gilio. Coming up with a rebound there was Kaylee Allen, who trying to push the Gators in transition and had that one tipped away. Inbounds home count. Timeout taken by the Indians. Robert Cash and company a bit helter-skelter there. The 5 on the floor. Not sure of everyone's assignments. You got some younger players in the game at this point, getting some valuable varsity minutes. Credit to the cheer squad, keeping the crowd in this one. 4:04 left on the clock after the timeout. Gators ball on their offensive end of the floor. Get it into Rocco. Rocco able to pull the trigger. That one just a bit too strong. Good look there. Then the turnover. Turnaround shot. Unable to fall. And now the Indians will clear it the other way. Pugliese able to grab that one in transition. What an athletic play. To be able to stretch out to keep that one from being overthrown. That pass just a bit off the mark from Melanie Oliver.
Jones.
And so another trip to the charity stripe after the foul is committed by Maya Jones. It's the first on Jones. It's the second team foul on the Gators here in quarter number 4. Neither team has really gotten into any foul trouble in this game. Pugliese now at 21 points on the evening. We'll get both to go. 5 points here in this fourth quarter. Her and Egypt Coleman have scored all 9 for the Gators, or the Indians, excuse me. Gators, the other side, it's Siobhan Williams and Maya Jones supplying the offense for the home team. That one overthrown. Naira Reed logging some minutes here late in this one for the Gateway Gators. Oh, big bucket there. Able to get that one to fall. A beautiful take by Oliver, who finds the bottom of the bucket and is fouled. Will head to the line.
By number 1, Oliver.
Now Oliver with 8 points. Can't get that free throw to go, and will need another bucket to be the third Indians player to get into double figures. This one, lead 36 now. Pass underneath, looking for Rocco. That one off the mark. That will be Indians ball. Clock continues to run. About 2.5 minutes left, as we said earlier in the broadcast. Looking ahead for both of these squads. The Gators will head north on Friday, take on Kiski area, looking for revenge in a contest that the Gators fell just short in here at home on January 3rd. Indians will return home to host Franklin Regional. We'll try to sweep that series. We'll move to 5-3 in section play, in a loaded section where we talked about Indiana 6-0, one of the better teams once again in 5A. Plum is 6-1. They've got some upperclassmen that they're hoping can help them be a true contender. And you got Woodland Hills, the Cinderella of last year's bracket, making it all the way as a double-digit seed to the semifinals before being beaten by the eventual WPIAL champs in South Fayette. They're at 4-3 with a winning record once again in section play. And we've got Penn Hills, which looks like they'll move to that same mark with a win tonight. Gators will fall to 0-8. And Asia James able to draw the foul, will head to the line as we inch closer to the end of this one.
Foul is on 13, Sokolov.
Foul
2 shots for the Gators.
is on Linmari Sokolov. James, who was 2 for 2 in her first trip to the line, sees that one lip in and out. James with 4 points for the Gators, tied with Aubrey Lovelace, Maya Jones, and Anela Jordan, who also have 4. And 2 points as well for Siobhan Williams. Either free throw goes, and the Indians will clear it. Remind folks, as we said earlier, this broadcast will fade to black. You will need to refresh and go back to the homepage, GatewayGatorProductions.com. There'll be a new link for the boys contest here in a little bit. The link should also be uploaded to our Gateway Gator Productions Facebook page as well. So a couple ways to access the broadcast. That one should be a good one between two teams that played earlier this season. As part of the Jack Twyman tournament at Central Catholic, Gators won 57-51 to open the season in that one. So the Indians will try and come into the swamp here and get some revenge. That game will probably start closer to quarter till. There's just a few ticks left in this one. Shot too strong, out of bounds on Penn Hills, but that will do it. It's our final for tonight. Final score 56-20. Valiant effort put up by the Gators, but just too much, specifically coming from Hannah Pugliese, who had over 20 points, and Egypt Coleman, who got right up to the doorstep on that as well. Take a look for the Gators. It was a strong first quarter as they pulled within 2, 10-8. The final of that end of the first quarter was 13-8. From there, a 14-0 second quarter for the Indians made it a halftime score of 27-8. Third quarter, 7 points for the Gators, 18 for Penn Hills, made it 45-15. That initiated the modified timekeeping, and then here in the fourth quarter with reserves in on both sides, 11-5 the advantage for Penn Hills. For your Gators, as we talked about some of your leading scorers tonight, 4 points for Anela Jordan, 4 points for Maya Jones, 4 for Denasia James, and 4 for Aubrey Lovelace, along with 2 from Siobhan Williams. 20 points total, 56-20, your final. The Gators fall to 2-14, 0-8 in section play. They'll try and get that elusive first victory this Friday on the road at Kiski area. For the other side, it is the Penn Hills Indians moving to 7-7 on the season. They move to 4-3 in section play, and they'll have a chance to add on to that this Friday hosting Franklin Regional. Again, we'll fade to black here and transition over to a new link for the men's game, so make sure to keep posted to GatewayGatorProductions.com. But for those that will be departing us and just tuning in for the first leg of our doubleheader, a big shout out to our crew, Lee Schaefer Jr. and Adam Gusky on camera, Lee Schaefer III directing our broadcast, and I'm Vince Russo, your play-by-play announcer. We'll join you in just a little bit for the men's game, but again, 56-20 your final. Penn Hills takes down Gateway here at home on GatewayGatorProductions.com.